Oh, you know what that music means. The brackets are set for March Madness, and you can play against all of us here on The Early Show and Early Show viewers in the Beat the Early Show Bracket Challenge. All you have to do is go to the Early Show website at cbsnews.com and fill out your bracket for the 2007 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament before 11 a.m. on Thursday. That's this Thursday, March 15th. Now, you'll earn points for every game where you pick the winner, and someone who beats our scores will visit us here in New York City. We'll treat one lucky viewer to a behind-the-scenes visit with all of us and breakfast as well. Now, as far as getting into the tournament, it's all over but the shouting. To help us out with our brackets is a guy well known for his bark, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, one of the hosts of the Mike and the Mad Dog Show on New York City radio station WFAN. Good morning, Chris.
Julie, good morning. I'm surrounded by experts here, for goodness sakes.
You're the expert, but before we ask you for help, what is your record like in picking the winners?
Well, picking winners is hard, but last year I did have Florida in a Final Four, and I had UCLA in the championship game.
Wow.
Oh,
didn't have George Mason, but I had 2 out of the 4. So if you get 2 out of the 4 and there's surprises, you take it.
All right. First things first, all of your credibility is ruined because you're here in a suit. No one who has ever seen you on the Yes Network has ever seen you in a suit.
T-shirt and a pair of shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
I
What is
can't
that?
do that today.
I didn't recognize it. So that's not him.
I couldn't do it today.
Anna has a very big issue she wants to deal with.
Okay, really quick. First round matchup, Notre Dame Winthrop.
Oh, Notre Dame got terribly seeded. They're a 6 seed. They should be lower than that. Should be a 3 or a 4. Right. Winthrop is dangerous. Last year they almost beat Tennessee. And then look at who Notre Dame has to beat. Winthrop, Oregon, Wisconsin, and then the defending champion Florida to get back to a Final Four. See you later in a week for having
They're getting out of the first round, right? Okay, now seriously, do you go with loyalty in your alma mater, or do you go with logic?
If it's me, I got to root for my heart. Don't go head, go heart. You want to root here. Right. You want to have some fun.
Sure.
So you want to be root different, but you want to root for your team. So you root for USC and you root for Notre Dame. That's the way I would handle that.
Well, how about USC's shot? Do they have a shot at all?
Well, USC had a pretty good conference tournament. You know, USC's better in football than they are in basketball. Tim Floyd's a pretty good coach.
I know where your heart is.
How about 1 and out for USC? How's that?
All right.
It's better than me. University of Missouri is a 66th seed, I think. They're right in.
They didn't make the NIT, University of Missouri.
Okay, right.
Let's say you got a matchup, right? Do you look at where the games are being played? Like in the Elite Eight, I got Ohio State and A&M, but they're playing in San Antonio, Texas. So for folks at home, we should pay attention to that, where the games are being played.
Well, here's another example. Texas A&M. I like them a lot, Harry. They're the 3 seed. If they win the first round, they have to play Louisville in round 2, most likely. Game is in Lexington. Ooh. Very tricky. So you do have to look.
That's a home game for them.
You do. So you have to keep an eye on where these games are. No question about it.
Is there a sleeper out there, a George Mason?
There's going to be somebody who's a sleeper. You know, one thing the committee did here, last year they took a lot of mid-majors. This year they only took 6. Last year they took about 9. So there's a little less room for a mid-major to make a big run than it was a year ago. Look at Virginia Commonwealth. Good team, good guard, plays Duke in the first round, overrated. Watch Virginia Commonwealth. Same conference as George Mason. Right. Watch him get hot this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Julie, did you pick your Final Four first and then work backwards?
No. I initially did before even the brackets were made because I was told we were doing this. And I know that Georgetown's supposed to be good. I know that, Florida's defending champs, but...
My lovely wife would pick the teams out of a hat, for goodness sake.
That's a good idea.
She's going to win the whole thing.
Remember, everyone at home, you have until 11 a.m. on Thursday to take the Beat the Early Show Bracket Challenge. To find out more, just go to our website at cbsnews.com.
Thanks so much.
Enjoy it, Harry. Thank you,
Good to see you. We'll see you on the TV. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.